Good evening, this is Peter Booker, and tonight I want to give the forecast for Lynchburg, Virginia on February the 27th, 2018. I want to talk a little bit about history tonight as well as go over fog and how it forms over our region. Then also talk about our forecast. Now currently in Lynchburg we have a temperature of 37, our dew point is 34. This makes for a relative humidity of 89%. The winds are calm and the barometric pressure is showing 30.32 inches and rising. Now, during the Battle of Moores Creek, which took place on this date in 1776, the American Patriots defeated the Loyalists and kept them from arriving in Brunswick to, let's say, prepare for the arrival of the British. This allowed for the American Patriots to gain control over the colony of North Carolina, and 2 months later, the colony is able to declare its independence, and in fact, it becomes the first to do so in 1776. So pretty awesome stuff here. Taking a look at history tonight. Now, the next thing I wanted to discuss was fog and how it actually forms across the region. There's four main types I wanted to talk about tonight. Ground fog is the most common, and this is when the surface is cold and the surrounding atmosphere above it is much warmer. So this will allow for fog to form because of the inversion that's taking place. Now, valley fog is very similar in that we have an inversion taking place in the valley. But what happens is that cold air sinks down the mountain slopes and it builds up in the valley, providing for the inversion this time. Whereas, let's say in the ground fog, you'll likely see it, let's say, during late winter and early spring, when the ground is very moist and wet, which encourages ground fog to form. Now, advection fog is altogether different. What you need is a body of water that's much colder than the surrounding air. And as warm, moist air moves over top of it, it can develop into fog as well as low-level clouds. And this is typical of, let's say, Virginia Beach. Now, the fourth and final top I wanted to discuss tonight was upslope fog. Now, whenever you have, let's say, an area of air or a parcel of air moving up the slope of a mountain, it begins to cool, and as it does so, it begins to condense near the mountain top or peak. And that's where we see fog or clouds begin to form. So the next thing I wanted to discuss was the forecast for tonight. We can see on the radar that showers are moving out of our region and provide for dry conditions on Tuesday. The only other storm system that we see currently is over California, with rain and snowfall moving inland overnight. Now, as we look at the temperature forecast for Tuesday, we can see 50s and 60s over the mid-Atlantic. 50s extend further north and east into New York, and 80s to our south over, let's say, portions of Florida, and even over portions of Texas. Now, looking at the forecast map for Tuesday, we can see high pressure centered over the state of Virginia, which will provide for those dry conditions on Tuesday. Further south and west, we can see another area of low pressure developing by 7 in the morning over Texas, and we can see showers and thunderstorms developing there. This area of showers and thunderstorms further develops on Wednesday, and we can see a warm front moving north and east by Wednesday afternoon. High pressure that was centered over Virginia on Tuesday begins to move off the coast. Now, by Thursday, we'll likely see heavy rain move into our region. Anywhere from a half an inch to an inch can be expected over central Virginia, much the same over the Ohio Valley. The heaviest amounts will likely occur over Arkansas into the Tennessee Valley, where anywhere from 2 to 3 inches can fall here. Not good news for, let's say, the Tennessee Valley and Ohio Valley, which have received significant flooding over the past couple of weeks. Looking at the 3-day forecast for Central Virginia, on Tuesday we'll have a high of 62 and a low of 40, with fog followed by sunshine in the afternoon. On Wednesday we'll see cooler temperatures with highs in the mid-50s and lows in the mid-40s, chance of showers by the afternoon. That chance of rain continues into Thursday, where we'll have highs again in the 50s and lows in the 40s. Rain chances on Thursday around 80%, again anywhere from a half an inch to an inch expected by Thursday night. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight's forecast and have a great Tuesday.